We used to meet on rough days, two tired hearts with too much fear. Your jacket smelled like autumn rain, uncarried guilt I couldn't name. Skyline flickered red and blue, sirens humming under you. You said the city felt alive, but God, I barely could survive. Every truth we tried to hide burned bright in our shaking hands. We were just kids on the edge of time, wishing life would understand. Fire escape promises still echo in my head. Words we swore in whispers now haunt the things I said. Fire escape promises, dreams hanging by a thread. If I could climb back to that night, I'd say it all again instead. We carved our names on metal rails right before the moon turned pale. You swore someday we'd get away, but I felt first you couldn't stay. Our shadows danced in streetlight smoke, a fragile truth we never spoke. You cried but said you wouldn't break, still trembling from the world we take. We were reckless, scared and young, holding on to borrowed light, trying to trust the coming days before we ever learned to fight. Fire escape promises still echo in my head. Words we swore in whispers now haunt the things I said. Fire escape promises, dreams hanging by a thread. If I could climb back to that night, I'd say it all again instead. I still see you across the roofs, wind pulling at your hair. You said the stars felt close enough for broken people to repair. Fire escape promises still echo in my head. Words we swore in whispers now haunt the things I said. Fire escape promises, dreams hanging by a thread. If I could climb back to that night, I'd say it all again instead. We were trembling in the silence of an after-hours street, trading stories like confessions in the cold bed and heat. Your headlights drew halos on the cracks along the ground, and every whispered promise felt like something breaking down. The skyline bent around us like a worn-out photograph, fading every time I reached for what we used to have. But you kept tracing constellations on the fog inside the glass. But the truth keeps bleeding through us every time we try to laugh. In these midnight parking lots, we keep circling our scars. Every streetlight flickers softly like it's healing where we are. In these midnight parking lots, we find pieces we forgot and pretend the broken moments aren't as heavy as we thought. If I fall apart tonight, would you stay or would you run? I've been tracing every memory back to where we first came undone, and I know we're barely standing on the edges of the truth. But I'd burn 100 heartbreaks just to keep one piece of you. These midnight parking lots, we keep circling our scars. Every streetlight flickers softly like it's healing where we are. In these midnight parking lots, we find pieces we forgot and pretend the broken moments aren't as heavy as we thought. In these midnight parking lots, we're still learning how to not fall apart. another exit wound, another scar I can't undo, bleeding out the words I say when I was terrified of you. Just another exit wound, but I won't hide the proof I've grown. Every fracture in my heart still shows me I'm not alone. Still shows me I'm not alone.
There's chalk on the sidewalk from summers we wasted, hearts on our sleeves and the truth never stated. I drive past your house just to feel something real, but the windows are empty, just echoes I feel. Your porch light flickers like it's signaling me, but the mailbox is stuffed with the things we can't speak. I swear I hear footsteps when no one is there, just ghosts of our memories caught in the air. Every night I swear I see shadows where you used to be. I try to breathe, but somehow I still choke on your goodbye. Ghosts on the front porch calling out my name. I hear them in the quiet. It'll never be the same. Ghosts on the front porch whisper through the rain. If leaving made you lighter, why am I the one in pain? The paint on the railing is chipped like our past. We swore we were different, we swore it wouldn't last, but time has a habit of tearing the seams, and I'm left holding fragments of half-finished dreams. Your laughter still lingers like smoke in the hole, a phantom reminder that love makes you fall. I wish I could hate you, but truth is I can't. Not when every goodbye still feels like a chant. Every night I swear I see shadows where you used to be. I try to heal, but somehow I still live in your lullaby. Ghosts on the front porch calling out my name. I hear them in the quiet. It'll never be the same. Ghosts on the front porch whisper through the rain. If leaving made you lighter, why am I the one in pain? Maybe I'll stop waiting for footsteps on the wood. Maybe I'll stop pretending you loved me like you should. But every time I pass that house, I lose what little choice. Your silence has a heartbeat, and it still sounds like your voice. Ghosts on the front porch calling out my name. I hear them in the quiet. It'll never be the same. Ghosts on the front porch whisper through the rain. If leaving made you lighter, why am I the one in pain?
If I could tear the night apart, I'd find the peace where we went wrong. But memories don't restart, they just replay like the same old song. Empty skyline letters are all that's left of you. Every word gets better, but it never feels true. Empty skyline letters, ink bleeding through my view. I read them in the twilight, and all I see is you.
Street lights sing softly like secrets they're keeping. Backyards are graveyards for promises sleeping. We grew up on fences and unspoken fears, chasing a future that never came near. Hand-me-down heartbreaks, we wore them like jackets. Cold nights in driveways and midnight theatrics. Your voice in the static, a call I can't shake. A ghost in the glow of a town half away. I swear the sidewalks whisper names of every kid who played these games. I'm running fast, but somehow I still fall for every lie. Half-lit suburbia, where we learn how to break. I keep your memory folded in the choices I make. Half-lit suburbia, where nothing felt enough. We carved our names in shadows and called it growing up. The swings creak like warnings from days we abandoned. Back when our futures were barely imagined. I drive through the cul-de-sac searching for proof that something we lived through was honestly true. House parties fading like echoes in dawn. The people we were already long gone. You left with a suitcase of things you outgrew, but some nights this whole town still looks like you. I swear the windows still replay the moments we all threw away. I'm older now, but somehow I still ask myself why. Half-lit suburbia, where we learn how to break. I keep your memory folded in the choices I make. Half-lit suburbia, where nothing felt enough. We carved our names in shadows and called it growing up. These quiet streets are filling up with versions of my younger self, trying hard to disappear or trying hard to ask her help. I see her standing on your porch, pretending none of this hurts. Another kid in half-lit town, still searching for her worth. Half-lit suburbia, where we learned how to break. I keep your memory folded in the choices I make. Half-lit suburbia, where nothing felt enough. We carved our names in shadows and called it growing up.
You said the world felt heavy on your spine, like every nightfall pulled another fault line. Maps of your past were carved into your head. ever hold close. But even in the ruins of your quiet despair, you looked like someone worth repairing right there. And I swear your heart was built to rise, even when the world wrote you off as a sacrifice. You're my broken atlas, carrying the weight of skies that never asked this, falling through the lines where the heartbreak gathers, trying to stay tall while the whole world shatters. You're my broken atlas, lost in the pages where the pressure traps us. The road bends hard and the daylight fades. I'll walk beside you through the cracks we made. Hold on, you don't have to break alone. Hold on, I'm not letting go, not this time. Not this time. Every burden you drag like a chain through night, I'll carry half, I'll hold it tight. You're my broken atlas, carrying the weight of skies that never asked this, falling through the lines where the heartbreak gathers, trying to stand tall while the whole world shatters. You're my broken atlas, lost in the pages where the pressure traps us. As the road bends hard and the daylight fades, I'll walk beside you through every crack we made.
The TV glows on an empty room, flickers of silence humming out of tune. Your all-good silence, I guess I'm still tuned to every rise and fall. I pace the floor like a haunted line, searching for echoes you left behind. Every memory is like radio slow, loud and distorted in a place I don't know. Maybe we spoke in frequencies only the broken ever hear. Static hearts, no relief, calling out but never clear. We're dying in stereo, two voices fading low, tangled in the feedback of things we couldn't let go. We're dying in stereo, lost in a quiet echo. I reach for you in the noise, but you're already gone, I know. I hear a laugh in the hallway hum, like a mixtape worn and overrun. Your sweater hangs where you left it last, trapped between the present and the past. Midnight hits like a warning light, telling me I won't sleep tonight. Your phantom touch plays through my veins, a looping chorus of forgotten pain. Maybe we fell out of sync, no rhythm left to repair. Hearts beat wrong when they overthink, breaking down beyond compare. We're dying in stereo, two voices fading low, tangled in the feedback of things we couldn't let go. We're dying in stereo, lost in a quiet echo. I reach for you in the noise, but you're already gone, I know. Turn the dial, tune me in, I'm still calling out your name. Every channel sounds like sin, every silence sounds the same. I'm trying hard not to erase everything we used to be, but echoes only hold their place when someone wants them to be seen. We're dying in stereo, two voices fading low, tangled in the feedback of things we couldn't let go. We're dying in stereo, lost in a
These hallways echo every doubt I ever kept inside. Shaking hands in notebook pages where my fears learned how to hide. You said the world could swallow us, but maybe that's okay. 'Cause every scar we carried lit the paths we lost along the way. My heartbeat skips like broken chords from songs we never wrote. 1,000 words I meant to say still caught inside my throat. This town keeps pulling at my sleeves like it remembers me, but all I see are versions of the boy I swore I'd never be. The shadows know the truth I miss, the names we scratched in bitterness, and every fall line in my chest still begs for something more. Ink on torn wrists, stories we couldn't confess, lines that we traced when the world felt too heavy to press. Ink on torn wrists, proof that we fought for the light. Every mark that we survived still keeps me alive. Tonight, I walk the edge of parking lots where summer nights once bloomed, where you swore life was temporary, but the pain came too soon. Backpacks on and broken dreams, we ran until we bled, pretending every step we took could outrun what we never said. Journals filled with crossed out hopes you told me not to fear. I kept your voice inside my chest to keep your memory near. And all the years have pulled us far from who we used to be. I still feel your courage holding up the weakest parts of me. The sky remembers what we missed, the promises we can't resist, and every crack beneath my feet still leads me to your door. Ink on torn wrists, stories we couldn't confess, lines that we traced when the world felt too heavy to press. Ink on torn wrists, there's hope that we fought for the light. Every mark that we survived still keeps me alive. Tonight, maybe we were fragile kids, trying hard to stay intact, but every bruise and whispered truth still pulls my broken heart back. I read our names on every page, your memory in every rhyme, a map of everything we lost and what we saved in time. Ink on torn wrists, stories we couldn't confess, lines that we traced when the world felt too heavy to press. Ink on torn wrists, proof that we fought for the light. Every mark that we survived still keeps
kerosene daydream. You're the spark that never fades. Every thought a wildfire when I call out your name. In my kerosene daydream, I'm still learning how to breathe, but the flames don't feel as deadly when you're standing here with me. I tried to douse the fear, tried to silence every flame, but the truth keeps burning clearer every time you say my name. And if the world collapses, let it crumble in the glow. We'll rise from every ember of the things we used to know. In my kerosene daydream, you're the spark that never fades. Every thought a wildfire when I call out your name. In my kerosene daydream, I'm still learning how to breathe, but the flames don't feel as deadly when you're standing here with me.
We were cracked glass kids on a dead-end street, trying to outrun storms that lived under our feet. Your voice shook soft like a warning in the dark, said if we leave tonight, we might just leave a mark. Sleepless eyes, summer sweat, and the fear of tomorrow. You traced escape routes on my arms to cover the sorrow. The city hung low like it knew what we'd done. Two ghosts in the making, already on the run. And I swear the night was holding its breath, listening close as we whispered our death of everything we used to be, everything we swore we'd never say. We'd never say. After midnight, we vanish, fading to the static we could never manage. Hearts beating wild in the broken street light, running from the past like it's born to bite. After midnight, we vanish, leave the pieces scattered where the shadows brandish. If the world won't remember our names tonight, then let it forget we're done with the fight. You laugh like chaos just to drown out the truth. Echo sharp enough to cut right through our youth. I held your sleeve as the skyline flickered, hoping the moment would stretch out quicker. We carved our fears in the back of your car, said the road out of town couldn't take us far, but far enough to breathe again, far enough to shed our skin. And I swear the dawn was slower to rise, like you knew we were done with our alibis. No turning back, no second guess, just two lost souls in a fading mess. After midnight, we vanish, fading to the static we could never manage. Hearts beating wild in the broken street light, running from the past like it's born to bite. After midnight, we vanish, leave the pieces scattered where the shadows brandish. If the world won't remember our names tonight, then let it forget we're done with the fight. We're done with the fight. No more anchors, no more chains, no more nights spent choking on pain. We burn the maps, we break the frame. We're not the ones who stay the same. After midnight, we vanish, fading to the static we could never manage. Hearts beating wild in the broken street light, running from the past like it's born to bite. After midnight, we vanish, leave the pieces scattered where the shadows brandish. If the world won't remember our names tonight, then fade we will into the endless night.
I found your words secrets tucked under my pillow, fragile confessions in the margins shallow. The ink had blurred like it couldn't stand the truth, every line trembling like the ghost of you. The window rattles with the January wind. It sounds like all the things we never said again. I breathe it in, the quiet burns my throat, tracing every syllable of your cold bedroom note. We broke long before we knew, trying to stitch the seams between me and you. Cold bedroom notes falling like snow on the things we wrote, trying to hold on but the warmth won't stay. Hearts freeze fast when we fade this way. Cold bedroom notes whisper your name when the nights get close. If the fire dies out and the silence grows, I'll still remember every line you chose. I swear a shadow still sits by the bedside, a fading echo tangled where our doubts are. Your jacket hangs like a question on the door, telling me softly we're not us anymore. I'm learning how to breathe without the weight, picking up the pieces only time can translate. Still I keep them close, the words you wrote, frozen in the corners of those cold bedroom notes. And maybe we tried, but the cracks ran deep, shouting for comfort we could never keep. Cold bedroom notes falling like snow on the things we wrote, trying to hold on but the warmth won't stay. Hearts freeze fast when we fade this way. Cold bedroom notes whisper your name when the nights get close. If the fire dies out and the silence grows, I'll still remember every line you chose. I still hear you breathing in the spaces we broke. I still feel you leaving in every word you spoke. But I won't let the frost define what we were. We're more than the pages left cold and obscure. Cold bedroom notes falling like snow on the things we wrote, trying to hold on but the warmth won't stay. Hearts freeze fast when we fade this way. Cold bedroom notes whisper your name when the nights get close. If the fire dies out and the silence grows, I'll still remember every line you chose.
We were 17, restless hearts on borrowed time, running past the streetlights like we swore they couldn't shine. Every night was an anthem built on shattered alibis, and we wore our broken stories like a badge across the sky. Nothing felt as heavy as the truth we never said, so we drowned it in the laughter just to keep ourselves ahead.
But the cracks below our footsteps always found a way to spread. Yeah, the future looks so distant when we didn't know the threat.
We were searching for a meaning we could never seem to name,
Trying not to fall apart in the echo of the blame. This is our lost youth parade,
marching through the nights we made.
every echo, every fade.
Still beats louder than the pain,
This is our lost youth parade.
where the ghosts and memories stay.
Hold the moment, don't look away. We're still alive inside the frame. words just to say we'd leave a stain.
You were trembling in silence, like you feared you'd fall apart. And I held you like a promise, written deep into my heart.
But the years kept moving faster than the tears we tried to hide.
And the world felt so much colder when we walked on separate sides.
Still I hear you in the distance, like a spark that never died.
Something fragile, something fearless, something burning in our lives.
We were fighting off the twilight like it couldn't take us down, even when the answers slipped beneath the cracks in this old town.
This is our lost youth parade, marching through the nights we made.
Every echo, every fade
Still beats louder than the pain.
This is our lost youth parade,
Where the ghosts and memories stay.
hold the moment, don't look away. We're still alive inside the fray.
If the world forgets our names, let the ashes speak instead. All the battles that we fought, all the words we left unsaid.
We were fragile, we were bright, lost but shining in